Egunon everyone, we are back in my home office, which you may have noticed is my living room. I just have a desk here in the corner. It's been a week that I've been doing this daily vlog, practicing Euskera in front of you guys, and honestly, I'm tired today. I feel like I did a lot of good work this week. I really powered through, struggled through a lot of verbs, vocabulary, constructing sentences, listening activities. I've done a lot this week. So I thought today maybe I'd just take it easy on myself and review something I think I've already learned. Maybe this video will prove otherwise, but I think this is something that I can do. Because I wanted to go back. I showed you guys in the first episode the workbooks I bought when I was in the Basque country. I have this Ariane workbook and then this other Gramatica. I looked through this one and honestly, past page 2, I don't know what's going on. I'm not that advanced in my studies, which is weird because it's A 1.1. So you'd think it would be totally beginner and something I would have seen before, but it's not. It's still new. So I guess I'm really at the beginning. I thought I was a little more advanced than the average beginner, but clearly not. So I'm going back to this workbook instead. I was really gung-ho and I did the first 30 pages of this workbook on my layover in Amsterdam's airport coming back from the Basque country on my last trip when I bought this book. And that was 6 months ago. I have not opened this workbook since then. So I went to the page where I left off at, and look at that. It's how do you tell the time, which I think I skipped this activity. I stopped here because even 6 months ago, I was I got this. I don't need to fill out this section. But you know what? I probably do because it's been, probably about 6 months since I looked at how to tell the time in Basque. So we're gonna go back to basics. I don't think I ever really mastered a full sentence and how to tell the time, but I think my numbers are there. So let's try it together. This activity, it's basically just a list of times and I have to write out what the time is. So the example is 8:30 a.m. and the answer for that one they give is sortzi eta erdiak, 8.5. So this takes a mental shift because we don't really talk like that in English, but I speak French, so and I studied Spanish, so I'm familiar with this concept. So let's move on. So the first activity for me to fill out is 10 a.m. 10 is hamar, so 10 a.m. is hamarak, and I believe that's a double R. Honestly, I don't really care too much about spelling, but I think it's a double R. Next is 10:15, which is, we already saw hamarak is 10. So then to say 15 is eta laurden, and a quarter. So hamarak eta laurden. Then we've got 11:25. So 11 is hamaika. And 25, oh God, you're gonna make me figure out 25. Okay. So hamaikak? Is that a thing? I guess. Hamaikak eta, in Batois, 20 is okay. Tabosh, so hamaikak, sorry, I spelled this wrong. Right after I said I don't care about spelling, I spelled it wrong. Hamaikak eta, what did I just say? Hoge, no. Yeah, hoge. I get confused because my dad says hogoi, so I was hoge ta bosh. Hamaikak eta hoge ta bosh. Okay. Next is 11:55. So this one, since we're close to 12, we're going to go 12 minus 5. So that would be hamabiak. The Gucci comes at the end. So hamabiak bosht Gucci. I just had to double check an example problem. Yeah, hamabiak bost gucci. Okay, next is 12:50, so we're gonna do the same exact thing. We have 1 o'clock minus 10. Oh, but you add an ak or a k when it's the big numbers. So what do you do when it's 1 o'clock? You put the hour in there. So it's ordu bata, I believe, ordu bata. And then 10 hamar gucci. Ordu bata, hamar gucci. 12:50, 1 minus 10. Okay, next is 1:20 p.m. It says 13:20, but my brain doesn't work like that. So 1:20 p.m. So we've got 13 is hamahiru. Okay. Hamahiruak. Eta. Okay. Yeah. Hamahiruak. Eta okay. Then we've got 2:05 p.m. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Is it? Oh, this is why I need to review, because I forgot. I just had a brain fire. I'm like, wait, are the numbers in Basque yeah, it must be like in French and Spanish, like you guys use military time, like you keep going. So this says 14:05. It's got to be 14, right? Or do you guys do like a 2:05 in the afternoon sequence? The fun thing is, the example right here in the book, they stop at hamabi. So let me consult with my notes, because I don't want to spend the rest of this video doing this wrong and have you guys write in the comments, you did it wrong, because I'm going to find out very shortly what the answer to that question is. So I'm just going to look that up. Check my binder from all of my class notes. We barely looked at the time. I don't know if my teacher was real confident in our numbers. And the annoying thing is I know I had this same exact question in class, and I know I asked my teacher. Did I write it in my notes though? Okay, I did write it in my notes. To answer my own question, I have in my notes goizeko ... eguerdieko ... arratsaldeko ... and gaueko ... which tells me that no weirdo, don't start going 14. Nobody says that. So I'm gonna keep going with my 2:05 in the afternoon. So we're gonna start arratsaldeko, which is in the afternoon. Okay, 2:05, biak, eta bost. Done. Okay, 16:10, it's 4:10 p.m. This is a fun one. If you want to let me know in the comments. I have this problem in French too, honestly. I never really know when we go from day to night in terms of time. I feel like it's a cultural thing, because here in the US, evening is like 6 p.m. 5 p.m. if you really want to be liberal with it. But you don't wait for the sun to go down for it to be evening. That's just what it is. Whereas in France, I think it's more when it gets dark, that's when it's evening. And until then, it's day still. So if you know, well, a lot of you watching this know when exactly that transition happens in Basque. So 4:10 p.m. Since this is very focused on Egoalde, I'm gonna guess that 4:10 p.m. is your version of noon for us, because everything is so much later over there. So that's definitely still got to be the afternoon for you guys, because you guys are still siesta is just ending at 4, right? The day's still happening. So 4:10 arratsaldeko laurak. I start doing this weird thing when I'm not sure. It's like, I'm so French. Laurak. Laurak eta amar. Next, we've got 4:40. So, same. Arratsaldeko. Laurak. No. Oh, they almost got me there. It's not same because we are after 30 minutes. So we're instead going to subtract. So we got to go 5 p.m. minus 20. So arratsaldeko bostak. And then 20 hogei gucci. Okay. We're getting there in the hang of it. Okay, 5:35 p.m. Again, are we doing this whole Gucci thing? Yeah, sure. Why not? So, there's my question. Are we still in Arratsaldeko? I think so. Arratsaldeko sheyak. And then hogei tabosht Gucci. Okay, 5:45. I'm feeling like all of this is starting to be the same, which is good. Repetition is important to remembering, right? Okay, so, good. We haven't used laurden in a while. Yeah, you can still say laurden with Gucci, right? I think so. Maybe not. Sheyak and then laurden Gucci. I mean, you can in French, so like, why not? Then we've got 6:40 p.m. Are we gawiko at this point? Close to 7? No, you guys, like, people don't eat dinner over there till 9. So, nah, I'm gonna guess we're still in the afternoon. Maybe not. Arratsaldeko, so 6:40 is 7. Saspiak. Hogei Gucci. And then, last but not least, 7:15. Still in that gray area. Is it still the afternoon? I mean, by American standards, it's for sure evening by now. I don't know. Has the sun set? What season is it? Does that matter? Does season matter? Or is it like always... What's the cutoff? Is it 8 p.m., 7 p.m., 6? I don't know. So I'm just going to keep going with my Arratsaldeko because I don't know your guys. I don't know the Basque culture as well as maybe some people think I do, and this series is exposing my large gaps in knowledge. Arratsaldeko, okay, 7:15, saspiak, eta laurden. Okay, so that's done. Hallelujah. I think I got that okay. I'm sure you'll let me know in the comments if I did not. But interesting thing about the example that they give in here, they gave the example of like all the Guccis, I call them. Like, for example, they put hamarak laurden Gucci, but here's the thing. In parentheses, it says ago. So it could be read hamarak laurden Gucciago as well, which when we were learning this in class, my teacher didn't mention anything about a Gucciago. So I'm guessing that's like a dialect thing. I don't understand why Gucciago is an option here, because I was just taught Gucci. So if you have thoughts on that, let me know in the comments. When I was first starting to like try to learn Basque, before I joined the class or anything, I was just like dipping a toe in this. I sat down at the kitchen table with my dad and I was like, you know what? Honestly, like I only ever learned how to count up to like, well, I thought I learned how to count to 19 in Basque, because I learned my 1 through 10 and then I added. And then when I first started studying formally, I learned that actually I had it all wrong at 18. For a while, 18 was my favorite number in Basque because heme sortzi. It's not hama. Everything is hamabi, hamahiru, hamala, everything. But then you get to 18 and it's heme sortzi. It's heme. I don't know why, but I like it. I don't overthink it. I like it. So I asked my dad, I was like, I don't even know how to say 20. And then he told me hogoi. And then I sat there at the kitchen table and I like asked him, I was like, how about 30? How about 40? And I wrote it all out on a paper. I took a picture. I posted it on Instagram and I was like, hey guys, I'm sure I spelled it all wrong because I don't know how this is spelled. I was just writing it like the way I was hearing my dad speak. And oh my God, the floodgates were open. I got so many DMs from people being like, that's wrong. That is so wrong. That is not how you say it. And everybody, not everybody, but I got a bunch of DMs from people writing to me like the numbers in Batois, like the official, like standardized Basque numbers. Which now that I've learned them, like, yeah, it's good to know both, you know? It's good to know how people say numbers differently. But I was just like, guys, can't a girl catch a break? Like, I just think the whole thing with Basque dialects is really interesting, and I look forward to learning more about them as I continue my studies and hopefully start talking with my dad more because, like, I'm learning Batois because that's the only option, honestly. If I had the option to like study the way my dad speaks, like formally and not like sitting down and actually, like learning with your family is it can be a very stressful process. So yeah, if I had the option to like learn specifically his Basque, like I would totally do that. But that's not the way it goes. So as it is, I am attempting to learn my numbers the official way in Batois, in this Gucciago, whatever this is. I'm trying, but I know that the way my dad says his numbers is like, honestly, like way more convoluted when you get into the 30s and 40s. Anyway, let's leave this rant aside. So there you go, just a little review of some numbers and some times today, going way back to basics because it's important to reinforce these lessons. You know, like we're in class, we're like always pushing ahead because there is so much to learn with this language. But every once in a while, I think it's really good to go back and look at something that I think I know, and then, you know, I get stuck and I have to remind myself, and these are all good things. So with that, heavy sigh. Thank you so much for watching. If you have questions for me in the comments, please let me know. If you've got ideas of what this whole Gucci is or any thoughts on Basque numbers, I look forward to reading your comments. If you want to watch more videos of me trying to figure out Euskera, the Basque language, you can subscribe to the Hello Basque YouTube channel. I'm doing these videos every day, small exercises with the hope, the dream, that one day I will be able to understand and hopefully speak this language. So if that sounds interesting to you, I will see you in the next video. Bihararte. Bye.